Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see the second numerical on non-safe portal frame in unit number 2, moment distribution method for the subject structural analysis 2. So this is the statement of the numerical problem. Analyze the frame shown in the figure by moment distribution method and draw a bending moment diagram. So this is the given loaded frame. In portion AB, it is loaded by a point load of 32 kN. The length of member AB is 4 meter and moment of inertia is 2I. In member BC, it is loaded by a point load at the center by 48 kN. The length of member is 3 meter and moment of inertia is I. In member CD, there is no load. The length of member is 4 meter and moment of inertia is 2I. Now, this frame is a non-safe frame because at C they have given the roller support. So as the roller support is there at joint C, so this roller support will not allow to move the frame in horizontal direction. So here the value of sway, that is delta, is equal to 0. And if you take the center at draw the vertical line at the center, and if you see whether the frame is symmetrical, on the right hand side here there is a roller support is there. Okay, so this roller support will not allow to sway, so the value of sway here is 0, and this type of frame is non-safe frame. Now the first step, as we know, to find out the fixed moment, the sign convention, anti-clockwise positive, clockwise negative. Now as we know that when we are analyzing the frame, we are standing inside the frame. Okay, so the fixed moment in member AB due to the point load 32 kN, it will be in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, as it is in anti-clockwise direction and the point load is acting at the center, formula for fixed moment is WL by 8. So value of W is 32. The length of member is 4. So 32 into 4 divided by 8. The fixed moment in member AB is 16. Now in member BA, the fixed moment will act in clockwise direction. As it is acting in clockwise direction, so value is minus. The formula for fixed moment when the point load is acting at center is WL by 8. So value of W is 32, length of member 4, minus 32 into 4 by 8, the value is minus 16 kilonewton meter. Now, fixed moment for member BC, it will act in anti-clockwise direction. As it is acting in anti-clockwise direction, so plus, we know the formula, WL by 8. So 48 into the length is 3 divided by 8. So the value is 18 kilonewton meter. That is fixed moment in member BC is 18 kilonewton. Now fixed moment in member CB, it will act in clockwise direction. So as it is acting in clockwise direction, minus WL upon 8, value of W is 48, length of member is 3. So minus 48 into 3 divided by 8. So fixed moment in member CB is minus 18 kilonewton meter. Now in portion CD, there is no load. As there is no load, fixed moment in member CD as well as in member DC, it is equal to 0. So this were the fixed moment in different members of a frame A, B, C, D. The next step is to find out the distribution factor. Now here two joints are there, one is B, another is C. So at joint B, two members are connecting, one is BA and second one is BC. At joint C, again two members are connecting, one is CB and second one is CD. Okay, now we'll find out the relative stiffness for member BA. Now for member BA, from B to A, if you observe, the far end is fixed. Now when the far end is fixed, the value of relative stiffness is I by L. So value of I for member AB is 2. Okay, length of member is 4. So 2I by 4, the relative stiffness for member BA is 0.5I. Now from B to C, if you observe here, we are standing inside the frame here. Okay, from B2, the far end is simple and beam is continuous here. So the frame is continuous. Okay, so far end is simple and beam is continuous. So here the relative stiffness value is I upon L. Okay, the length of member is 3. So I divided by 3. So the value of relative stiffness for member BC is 0.34 I. Okay. Now total relative stiffness at joint B will be the addition of relative stiffness of member BA and member BC. So relative stiffness of member BA is 0.5 I and relative stiffness of member BC is 0.34 I. So the addition of these two is 0.84 I. Okay. Now the relative stiffness for member CB Now if you see here, the far end is simple and the frame is continuous. Okay. So here value of relative stiffness is I by L. So it is equal to I divided by 3. Value of I for member BC is I. Okay. Divided by 3. So value is 0.34 I. Now from C to D, if you observe from C to D, the far end is fixed. When the far end is fixed, the value is I upon L. So the moment of inertia for member CD, it is 2I. Okay. So 2I divided by length of member is 4. So it is 0.5I. So total relative stiffness for a joint C is addition of relative stiffness of member CB and relative stiffness of member CD. So 0.34 I plus 0.5I. So the value is 0.84 I. Now we have to find out the distribution factor at a joint B. So distribution factor at a joint is nothing but relative stiffness in a member to the total relative stiffness at a joint. So relative stiffness of member BA is 0.5 and total relative stiffness at a joint B is 0.84 I. So 0.5 I divided by 0.84 I. The distribution factor for member BA is 0.595. Distribution factor for member BC. So relative stiffness of member BC is 0.34 I and total relative stiffness for member at a joint B is 0.84 I. So we get the value 0.405. Now the distribution factor for member CB. So the relative stiffness for member CB is 0.34 I divided by total relative stiffness at joint C is 0.84 I. So this value is equal to 0.405. The relative stiffness for member CD, it is 0.5 divided by total relative stiffness at joint C is 0.84 I. So the value is 0.595. Now if you do the addition of a distribution factor at a joint, that is 0.595 plus 4.05, the value is equal to 1. Here also the value is 1. Next we have to find out the final moment in different members of a frame. So the first row is the member. So member of a frame is AB, BA, BC, CB, CD and BC. AB, BC, BC, CB, CD and DC. Distribution factor at joint B already we have calculated. Okay, so 0.595 at BA, 0.405 at BC, then 0.405 at CB and 0.595 at CD. Fixed moment 16 at AB, minus 16 at BA, 18 at BC, minus 18 at CB, 0 at CD and 0 at DC. So initial moment here the balance. So as no balance is there or no correction is there, so here it is 0. So initial moment will be same as that of the final moment. Now the summation of moment at B is equal to 0. That means moment in member BA plus moment in member BC, it should be equal to 0. But if you take the difference, that difference is equal to plus 2. So this plus 2 we have to distribute in member B and BC. So the here as the difference is plus 2, so the correcting moment will be minus 2. Okay, difference is plus 2, so the correcting moment will be minus 2, and this minus 2 is to be distributed in member B and BC in proportion of the distribution factor. Okay, so the component of the correcting moment for member B, it will be minus 2 into 0.595. So that value is coming equal to minus 1.190. Component of correcting moment for member BC, it will be minus 2 into 0.405. So that value is coming equal to minus 0.81. Okay. Now at joint C, the summation of moment at joint C should be equal to 0. That is, moment in member CB plus moment in member CD, it should be equal to 0. So if you see here, the difference between these two moments is minus 18. So here, as the difference is minus 18, so the correcting moment will be plus 18. And this moment is to be distributed in member CB and CD. Okay, in proportion of the distribution factor. Okay. So the component of the correcting moment in member CB, it will be 18 multiplied by 0.405. So that value is 7.29. Okay. Component of correcting moment in member CD, it will be 18 plus 18 multiplied by 0.595. That value is 10.710. Okay. Now we have to distribute this moment to the far end, and that is the carryover moment. Okay. So here carryover moment depend upon the condition. From B to A, the far end is fixed. So the carryover is allowed, and that is half. So minus 1.190 divided by 2, that value is minus 0.59. Now from B to C, the far end is simple and beam is continuous. The carryover is allowed, that is half. So it is minus 0.405. Now from C to B, the far end is simple and beam is continuous. So the carryover is allowed. So it is half of this, that is 3.645. Now from C to D, the far end is fixed. So the carryover is allowed, and that is half. So here it is 10.710 divided by 2, the value is 5.355. So in each and every member, the carryover is allowed. Now here at joint B, there is a moment of 3.65645. So you have to distribute this moment in member BA and BC in proportion to their distribution factor. Now here this value is plus. So again the correcting moment will be minus 3.645. So the component of correcting moment will be minus C. For member BA, it will be minus 3.645 into 0.595. That value is minus 2.169. Correcting moment for member BC, it will be minus 3.645 into 0.405. So it will be minus 1.476. So half the moment is carried to the far end. Okay, AB. Okay, and from BC, it will be carried to the member CB. Now at joint C, there is a moment of minus 0.405. So the correcting moment will be plus 0.405, and that is to be distributed in member CB and CD. So plus 0.405 into 0.405, the value is 0.164. And for member CD, it will be plus 0.405 into 0.595, that value is 0.241. So carrier is allowed here. From CB, it will half will be carried to BC, and from CD it will carry to DC. Okay. Now in member at joint B, again here the moment is there, and that moment is plus 0.082. So the correcting moment will be plus 0.082, and the distribution will be minus 0.082 into 0.595. So it will be equal to minus 0.049. Now correcting component of the moment in member BC, it will be minus 0.082 into 0.405. So that value is minus 0.033. Okay, half will carry it to the member AB and BC. Now at joint C, the moment is minus 0.738. So the correcting moment will be plus 0.738. So the component of the correcting moment will be plus 0.738 into 0.405. 405 for member CB. So that value will be 0.299. So component of correcting moment for member CD, it will be plus 0.738 multiplied by 0.595. So that value is 0.439. So from CD, that moment will be transferred to the DC, half of it, and from CB, the half will be transferred to the member BC. Now at joint B, the moment is 0.145 plus, so correcting moment will be minus, okay, minus 0.149, okay. So the component of correcting moment for member BA, it will be minus 0.149 into 0.595, so that value is minus 0.089. Correcting moment for member BC, component of the correcting moment for member BC, it will be minus 0.149 into 0.405, so that value is minus 0.063. So from BA, the moment is carried to the member AB, half of it, and from BC, it is carried to CB, half of it. So half of 0.06 is minus 0.03. So at joint C, the moment is minus 0.017. So the correcting moment will be plus 0.017. So the component of correcting moment for member CB, it will be plus 0.017 into 0.045. So we get the value as 0.007. The component of the correcting moment for member CD, it will be plus 0.017 into 0.595. So that value is 0.010. So half it is transferred to the member DC from CD, and from CB it will be transferred to the member BC. Okay. Now again, the moment in member B is plus 0.003. Okay. Now the component of the correcting moment will be minus 0.003. So the component of the correcting moment in member BA, it will be minus 0.003 multiplied by 0.595. So that value is minus 0.002. Now the correcting moment in member BC, it will be minus 0.003 multiplied by 0.405. So that value is minus 0.01. Okay. Now the adjoint C, the moment is minus 0.030. So the correcting moment will be plus 0.030. So plus 0.030 multiplied by the distribution factor 0.405. So here we get value 0.012. So component of correcting moment for member CD, it is plus 0.030 into 0.595. So that value is 0.018. Now always one thing you have to remember, that you have to stop at the distribution, and here you have to see that the value, after decimal, the value should be 0 in each member. So here we observe here it is 0.00 in, okay, at every member. So here we have to do the addition from initial moment. So from initial moment, whatever the values are there, that you have to add. So 16 minus all this value. So final moment in member AB is 14.253. So final moment, so minus 16, then all this value you have to add here, whether it is minus or plus. So here the final moment in member BA is minus 19.495. So the final moment in member BC is plus 19.499. Okay. So final moment in member CB from initial moment, okay, we have to add all the values. Okay. So the final moment in member CB is minus 11.442. So final moment in member CD, it is 11.418, and final moment in member DC is 5.70. Next step, you have to draw the bending moment diagram. Now the moment in member AB is plus means anti-clockwise. That means you have to rotate the joint A in anti-clockwise direction and cut the member once. So here value is, so this value will be on the left hand side of A, so 14.253. Okay, now at joint B the moment is minus means you have to rotate the joint in clockwise direction. Okay, so the value will be on the left hand side of the B. Here you have to show 19.5. Okay, join this line by a straight line. Okay, now member BC the moment is plus means anti-clockwise. That means you have to rotate the joint B in anti-clockwise direction and it should cut the member BC once. So it is above the horizontal line 19.5. Now in member CB the value is minus 11.442. That means you have to rotate the joint C in clockwise direction and it should cut the member once. So it is above 11.42. Next, the moment in member CD, it is 11.418. That is, it is in anti-clockwise direction. That means you have to rotate the joint C in anti-clockwise direction and it should cut the member CD once. So this value will be on the right hand side of the point C. Then moment in member DC, it is plus 5.7. That means you have to rotate the joint D in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so value will be on the left hand side and you have to join this line. Okay, so again this were the fixed value. Now you have to draw the pre-bending moment diagram. So in portion AB there is a point load of 32 kilonewton. So value of pre-bending moment will be WL by 4. So it is 32 kilonewton meter. So you have to join by a straight line. In portion BC again point load, it is acting at center. The formula is WL by 4. It is 36 kilonewton meter. Okay, so join by a straight line. So here we are imposing the pre-bending moment diagram and fixed bending moment diagram. So this diagram is the superimposed bending moment diagram. Thank you for watching this video.